It's not a lot, but today is 1 month on YouTube for me, and I want to tell you all about what I've learned during that first month. Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 2 of Journey of Growing a YouTube Channel. I am Ethan Rooshock and this is my journey of growing my YouTube channel. On this series I talk about my journey and I hope I can give you lessons that I've learned at certain points of my journey and help you to grow your channel in the future. I also use this as a way of personally tracking my progress because I think it's really cool to look back on your early videos. Even after a month I can see some real progress in my editing, my hardware and software I'm using, and just the general content of my videos. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is my analytics. So as you can see, I didn't quite get to 50 subscribers, but I got to 45, so 4.5% on the way to monetization. As you can see that the subscriber growth has been a little bit slow. I think this is because you get that initial boost of your close friends and immediately family, etc. that subscribe to your channel. But then to get that next lot of subscribers, I found a bit more difficult. My watch time, I'm actually quite happy with this, 50 hours exactly, so that was a nice little milestone to kick over when I checked the analytics this morning. This is again, a long way from monetization goal, it's only at 1.25%, but if I did manage to continuously do this month in for 12 months, I would get about 15% of the way towards that goal. So obviously it's a long way to go, but I'm hoping that as I create more videos, it'll create some exponential growth, as old videos will still get some watch time and hopefully the newer ones, as my subscriber count and my content gets better, I'll get more hours on those newer videos as well. So I'm trying to aim to increase the watch time per video, which obviously involves me, one, creating a mixture of length of videos to see what works best, but also making sure my retention rate is really good. So my total views, we're starting to get close to the 1,000 view mark. I'm hoping I'll get through that in the next week or two. Which will be a nice little milestone. It's not huge, but it is a little milestone, and I'm trying to have little milestones along the way that I have mini celebrations go, oh, well done, at least I can see I'm making some progress. And total videos, I'm now up to 14, so I've managed to keep this quite consistent and probably been doing about 3 a week, and that'll be the plan going forward. So I'm hoping to do a video Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at this stage. I'm still working on what time I should upload and which days of the week will work best, but that's the plan at this stage. Okay, so now my growth strategies that I've implemented in my first month. I think this is the most valuable part of this video, so I really recommend anyone pausing, rewatching, etc. if you're early and at the 1 month stage or the 1 week stage or thinking about starting a channel, because you really get to learn from what I've learned in that first month. So the way I've been approaching growth has been really slowly to start with because I want to learn more knowledge about how YouTube works, how video editing works, etc. before I go and pump out videos. So the main strategies I've actually tried to grow at the moment have been, I've shared it on my personal Facebook and I've shared some of the videos from there. So when I shared the channel, I just explained briefly about it, what it was, why I was doing it, etc. But I didn't be too pushy and go, everyone please subscribe, you must subscribe, because I don't want to be pushy and get subscribers that aren't going to be active. I want this channel to be an active channel, so I'd rather have 100 quality subscribers than 1,000 non-quality subscribers. The only other area I've looked into a bit is Reddit, but I've more been using it at this stage to get some feedback on my videos and more so to read other tips that I'm finding on there. So I found it's been a great source for tips of more successful YouTubers on what they're using and what strategies they've used at different stages of their journey. So I haven't started pushing my videos too much out there because I wanted to improve that quality first before I went and started throwing them on different forums or different social media platforms, because I want that content to really provide value to people, not just be a waste of time for someone. Because I feel like if I can provide value from day one for a new viewer, then they're more likely to be a returning viewer. And then the other growth area I've looked at has been trying to grow my personal brand on Instagram. But I've managed to grow from 38 followers to 82 followers in just 1 week. So I've only been focusing on this for the last week, but I've found some really good strategies that have been increasing my follower count and also getting decent engagement on the few uploads I've put on there. So I'm taking small clips from my YouTube channel, some quotes that either I've said or that other people have said, as well as a few nice pictures, because obviously that's what Instagram's about, and trying to get that balance on my feed right, and then just going onto relevant hashtags and leaving thoughtful comments on people's posts. So I'm not spamming, I'm never once saying come check out my channel, I'm simply replying to their post and giving them some feedback or giving them some encouragement, and that's working really well to grow my follower count. So in regards to what software I'm using at the 1 month part, I've stuck with Final Cut Pro X. I'm still on the free trial, still got probably 2 more months left of that, and I think I'm going to stick with that. It's doing what I want to do. I've already learnt the stuff and starting to get quicker with my editing, and it'll be a $500 Australian purchase once I finish my trial, and I think I will just go with that because it's what I know and it does what I need it to do. I've found Final Cut Pro really easy to learn, and there's lots of great tutorials on YouTube out there. I've done a lot more graphical work in the last month, especially now I've been trying to get onto Instagram as well, and I've actually started creating all my own thumbnails. So that was a big thing because I bought the first couple off of Fiverr, which I mentioned in the previous video, but I've created all the other ones since myself. They're not great, but I feel like they're definitely a work in progress, and I'm learning what works and what doesn't. The other thing I've been able to use Canva for is to produce better intros for my videos. I've also been working on graphics for in the video, and then looking at some free video software online where you can get stock video and stock images to add a bit more B-roll footage into my videos. Eventually I'd like to produce my own B-roll footage, but for now I'm just using a lot of stock footage for that. And then the other tools that I've found really good is something like vidIQ. I prefer that over something like TubeBuddy, but this gives me a lot more analytics of the actual videos I'm posting, as well as some of my competitors, what they're using for tags, etc. And it's been a really good way to rate, okay, just from a basic SEO and optimization point, how am I going with my videos? It also gives you a little bit more analytical tools. So I'm really into analytics. So at the moment, I haven't got a lot of data there, but as I get more data, I think these tools will be really beneficial. Okay, equipment. As you can see, the backdrop and my desk, etc. has changed dramatically. My lighting has changed dramatically from the videos at the start of the process. So I now have a light ring, which has been the best investment I've got for my channel, I think. It was under $100 from Amazon here within a week, and it provides such better lighting than what I was having before. My backdrop and setup here, I got from a combination of Officeworks. I got bits and pieces from JB Hi-Fi, and I'm really happy with it. I think it looks really good, much better than what I was doing, and it's now permanently set up at my house, so when I want to record videos, I can come straight into this position and start the recording process much quicker. I've actually swapped from using my GoPro to actually using my iPhone X in the last few videos. The video quality has been really good, I think, and very similar to what I was getting out of the GoPro, but I found it easier to set up. The iPhone has a smaller lens, so it's not as wide as what the GoPro was, which seems to suit better for what I'm doing. But it's still, yeah, I'm playing around with settings, etc. to see what works best. Audio is still my weakest point. I have bought now this Rode SmartLav Plus mic. I've only used it for one video before this. I wasn't overly happy with how the audio come out, but I think it should be able to be fixed by me changing some settings around. The base audio off an iPhone or GoPro I don't think is good enough for doing YouTube videos. If you're just starting out, it will do it, but if you want that really professional, crisp sounding, I think you've got to have some kind of mic. I did play around with a desk, I think it was a Snowball mic for a while, but I'm trialing this one for a few. I may switch back to that. Just a bit of trial and error at the moment, seeing what works best. All right, I didn't have this in the last video, but this is a segment I want to add to this series, and it's one tip for someone who's at the same point as me. So this will be one tip for someone that's at the 1 month mark. And my biggest tip that I can give to someone at this point is don't compare yourself to the big channels. Compare yourself to other channels of similar subscriber counts, but don't go comparing yourself to someone with 100,000 subscribers, because their engagement, their content is going to be completely different to yours. Now take ideas from their content of what they do well and what you like about their videos, but don't go, oh, why aren't I getting the same level of views as them? They've likely been at it for a lot longer than you. They've likely had a lot more experience at video editing, video recording, etc. So therefore it's just irrelevant to compare yourself to them. Compare yourself to the other small channels. Look at what they're doing. Are you doing better than what they're doing? If you're wanting to rank high for keywords, you want to look at what the other small channels are ranking for, and can you provide better content than they can? Okay, so what's next? My next aims are trying to grow my subscriber base to 100. I don't like to focus too much on numbers, but that's the number I want to get to, as I feel like once I get to 100 subscribers, it opens up a few more things I can do within YouTube, like custom linking, and it also allows me to start to have a bit more of a base to start looking at my analytics more. So I have been looking at my analytics a bit, but I don't feel like I've quite got enough data there to start actually making some decisions based on them. As I've said, I want to keep improving the audio. It's a work in progress, but some testing and editing, testing, etc. will get that better. And then I want to start actually promoting my videos more. I think the content and quality has improved to the point where I'd be happy to share that more. So I want to look at promoting the videos more, and then also look at trying to promote my personal brand on Instagram, etc. and try and grow that following as just another way that I can cross promote my channel and my Instagram. All right, question time now. Who is at the 1 month mark, and what was your biggest lesson you learned in that first month? As always, thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next episode.